Hello everyone. This hour on Verbling, the next in my Getting Results in Business. Well, today, a little change of plans. Because we had a reading class in the last hour, I decided to switch today's tomorrow's class. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to do our game, our networking game today, which will be lots of fun. And we'll do our reading class tomorrow so that we don't have back-to-back reading classes. And there's my name on the board. I'm John Eric, your Verbling teacher for this hour. I'm an American teacher from New York, coming at you today from Lisbon, Portugal, to bring you this class. And by the way, I've been teaching here in Verbling for 2 years, so I've taught over 1,000 classes since February of 2013. But over the last 15 years, I've taught general English to teens and adults, and business English to major multinational companies like Deloitte, Prada, BCG, Bain Capital, and many more, and academic classes like the IELTS, the TOEFL, the CPE, CAE, all of those academic classes, in particular, the oral assessment of those academic classes is something that I've learned to specialize in. So, if you click on that link in the chat window, you can follow me to see all my upcoming classes, and you can book a trial class, and I will create a customized learning plan to meet your needs, okay? Send me a message, and I'll find a time for you in my schedule. So that's my introduction. Let's say hello to Mr. Alexei. We lost you in the last class. Alexei, are you back now?
Hello. Yes, I had problems with sound.
Oh, uh-oh. Well, yeah, sometimes the Hangouts can be difficult. And if that happens, you can, of course, leave and rejoin. But also, you might want to check that everything is up to date. Sometimes there are updates in the morning, particularly on a Wednesday, you probably know. And you might have to do a quick update of Flash or something to help you with the Hangout. I forgot to put the link to my page. Let me put it there now. There's the link. I was saying follow me, and then I didn't give you the link. And I also want to give you this document. By the way, let's say hello to Rebecca. I forgot to say hello.
Hi.
Hello, Rebecca. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
All right. Fine, thank you. How are you? Fine. Can you say with enthusiasm? Fine. How are you? I'll be like, fine.
Hello. It's Wednesday. We are in the middle of the week.
Yeah, we made it this far. It's a good day. Okay.
By the way, I'll be in your city next week.
Oh yeah? What are you going to do? Are you selling wine?
No, leisure. I'm going to New York on Monday.
Ah, yeah, okay. Are you going to fly out of London to New York?
No, I'll be on the weekend in Madrid, and then go from there.
So you're going to fly into, probably you're going to fly into Newark from Madrid.
Yeah, I'm going to Madrid on Saturday. I'll be there for 2 days, and then I'm going to New York from Madrid.
Are you flying into Newark, or are you flying into JFK? Do you know?
JFK.
JFK.
You are talking about the airport? Yeah, FAK.
JFK. Ah, okay. So JFK, you're inside New York City, and to get to Manhattan, it takes you an hour. That's how big New York City is. To get from JFK Airport, which is in New York City, into Manhattan takes an hour if you're lucky.
Yeah, I've already checked. You know, the way to get to the hotel, and I need to go to Jamaica Station.
Jamaica.
Yeah, Jamaica. Sorry, yes, Jamaica.
That's right, Jamaica. So that's in Queens. So you're going to stay in Queens.
No, I'm going to stay in Brooklyn.
Oh, you're going to stay in Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Jamaica? I thought Jamaica was in Queens. Obviously, I've never been to Jamaica.
Well, it's a connection leaving from the airport.
Right. Very good. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you where to go in Brooklyn. I used to live in Brooklyn.
Really?
I used to live on South 2nd Street in Brooklyn, which is the second stop on the L train from Manhattan, where all the hipsters live. I lived there before the hipsters. I lived there when it was still a Polish neighborhood. Now it's overrun with young hipsters and fashionable things, but at the time, it was just a few confused Polish people wondering why all these kids were invading their neighborhood. Now they're gone, and it's just fashion.
Well,
fashion.
I like fashion, you know, but
oh, yeah, but it's
too much.
The neighborhood is it's too much. It's also really expensive now. But yeah, when you're there, I'll tell you where to go. Send me some messages.
It's the same, you know.
What's that? Say again? I lost you,
It's the same here in London. Some parts of the London, of course, the same. Happens
the same thing happened in some parts of London.
Thank you.
The same thing happened in some parts of London. Yeah, it's an international, global conspiracy.
Yes, you're right. Yes. Every city has that part right now.
But New York, but anyway, there's still something to see everywhere you go. It's just become a lot more like a shopping mall. When I went back, I couldn't believe how much it had changed from when I was a kid. So it's safer, yeah, although it wasn't as dangerous as people said it was. But the crime rate has been dropping since the 70s. But yeah, it's a lot more commercial than I remember it. But it's still interesting. You'll have a good time. Don't worry.
Yeah, I guess.
Let's do a little review while we're waiting for Jose and Carmen and other people to join us. They'll probably be here in a minute. Let's do a little review. So, our last class was on Tuesday, and we learned how to have an exit strategy. Some key phrases. See, there's Jose. I mentioned him and he came in. Key phrases for exiting a conversation. Not just phrases, but a strategy. How do you politely excuse yourself when you're networking or socializing? And we're going to practice those in homework number 3, and then we're going to try them out along with our phrases for talking about likes and dislikes and leisure. Okay? And if you weren't here, don't worry. You're going to pick it up as we go along. Okay? So that's what we did and what we're going to do. And I think what we ought to do is maybe let's go right back to our presentation first. I'm going to open this up and share it with you. Give me just a second to open this. And if you need this, I'll put the presentation directly in the chat window. Presentation 3. Okay, so you can open up directly. Now, yesterday we worked on our exit strategy, and at the very end of class, at the very, very end, we started to go over a grammar point that we heard in the audio. We heard it in 2 different classes. If you're talking about your past, how you found or how you enjoyed something, talking about your leisure time, you're going to be using a mixture of the past and the present perfect. So, before we get to our key phrases and our game, it might be worthwhile to practice that a little bit, and then we'll see how well you do when we get to our role-playing game. Okay? So yesterday, we ended class by looking at these answers in a socializing situation, and we had to create questions. So we're not going to repeat those. We're going to take that a step further. But what I want you to do is, let's just review the dialogue. We're going to clarify the difference between the verb tenses, just so it's going to be a quick review. Practice it, and then we're going to put all this together in a little game called Card or Conversations. Okay? So let's review the conversation we had first so that we can go over the grammar points. So, Tanya, are you out there?
Yes, I'm here.
Excellent. Okay. Mr. Alexei, are you out there?
Yes, I'm here.
Excellent. Okay, I would like you two to read this short dialogue because you weren't here yesterday. And then together we're going to clarify when we use the simple past and when we use the present perfect and what those terms mean. That will give us good preparation for our Carter conversation games. Okay?
Okay.
So Tanya, you read Mirella, and Alexei, I'd like you to read Leaf for us, please.
Hi, Mirella. Sorry I'm late. Have you been here long?
No, I've only just arrived.
How was your weekend?
Good, thanks.
Did you go to the gallery on Saturday?
Yes, I did. It was fascinating. Have you ever been there?
Yes, a couple of times. Oh, Miriam.
Oh, Miriam, Rebecca, you're going to be our Miriam. I forgot.
Okay. Hi, Leif.
Miriam, have you met Mirella?
No, I haven't. Hi, Mirella.
Hello.
Miriam is the person we need to see about working in marketing this week.
It's all arranged, and I've just organized a desk for you to work from. It's next to mine. Oh, Leif, I still haven't asked you about your tennis match.
Don't worry, I lost.
That's good.
I don't understand.
Leif played tennis at the weekend with a really important client.
It's good for marketing if the customer wins. So I had to lose the match for Miriam.
I see.
Actually, I haven't played for ages, and he was much better than me. Anyway, shall we go to your office?
Sure, let's go.
Okay, very good. So, for those of you who weren't here before, Miriam is doing an internship at this company. Not Miriam, sorry, Mirella is doing an internship. Leif is her supervisor, and Miriam is a colleague in the marketing department because next week, Mirella will be experimenting with a job in the marketing department to get experience. She had been in HR, and she'll probably even go to another department. I should have said that first, but I forgot to give you the background. But the key idea here is how they talk about their experiences. That's what we want to focus on here. So, decide, first, let's make sure that the conversation was clear. Decide if the sentences are true or false, and how do you know if they're true or false. Miriam waited for Leif and then left. Think about the dialogue we just read and tell me if that is true or false. Miriam waited for Leif and then left. It's kind of a weird sentence, and so it's more obvious than you might think. True or false?
True.
She waited for Leif and then she left. But then how did she speak to Leif?
I think it's false because from dialogue we see their dialogue. So she
Must have what?
She waited for him and she successfully
must have waited. She must have waited. Like this in the chat window. She must have waited for him.
waited. Yes.
Talking about the past. Yeah, I think so too. We heard the dialogue, so she must have waited because we heard the conversation. I think that's what they're talking about. But, Rebecca, maybe I'm misunderstanding the question. Maybe I am. I don't know. So if you see it differently, just let me know. But I think they're talking about waiting and having the conversation with Leif and with Miriam. I think. By the way, for everyone just joining us, we're just reviewing a little dialogue before we play our game, our business game, where we learn to network. Okay? So we just listened to a short audio, which you can see on page 8, if you want to review it. I'm going to ask you a few comprehension questions. Oh, someone's got a really loud connection there. And we're just going to go over the meaning of the different uses of the tenses. We're going to clarify that before we play our game. Okay? So follow along. The next question was. So for number one, we're going to say probably false. The next question. In the dialogue you just heard, she went to the museum on Saturday. True or false?
True.
True. How do you know that? Did she say she went?
She's asking.
She's asking or he's asking?
She's saying, I've been on the gallery on Saturday. Have you been there?
Ah, so it's false because she went to the gallery, not the museum.
Oh, well, yeah, but it's a kind of museum. Oh, yeah, okay.
No, it's not.
Yeah, okay.
A gallery is where you buy and sell paintings, and a museum is where you see.
Well, I confused because here in London they call the gallery museum. The National Gallery is a museum.
Ah, okay, yeah, but that's just like a type of museum. So generally speaking, a gallery would be a place to buy and sell.
It's
generally
a business,
speaking.
yeah, a gallery, okay, place where, okay.
Okay, so we're going to say that that's not true. She went to an art gallery. Let me just double check. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Let me just. Oh, now my computer is totally frozen. Hang on a second. Let's go back. Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry, my computer just froze. There we go. Did you go to the gallery? Yes, I did. It was fascinating. So, they don't even talk about the museum. So it's definitely an art gallery. Okay, very good. Another question. Leif went there a couple of times on Saturday. He went there a couple of times on Saturday. From the listening, what did you get from that?
It's false.
It is false. You're absolutely right. Have you ever been there before? Yes, a couple of times. Not on Saturday, but in general. Okay. What we're going to see is we're going to see the verb tenses that were used to ask and answer those questions. Okay. Number 4, Miriam has never met Mirella before.
True.
True. Have you ever met Mirella? No, I haven't. So it's true. She never met her. Number 5, Miriam has organized a desk for Mirella, and it's ready for her to use.
It's false because we'll do it. Not yet. It's not done yet.
Take a look. Look at Miriam's line on the top right. Rebecca, take a look on the top right.
Okay, yes, it's true. No, because I was thinking about yesterday.
It's not the future. It's not the future. It's the past. I've just organized it.
Yeah.
That's right. Not just about to. That would be the future. But I just did in the recent past. Okay?
Yes.
We're going to clarify this so that we can then analyze the tenses. So remember these sentences for the next activity. Number 6. We don't know when Leif played tennis. We don't know when he did it.
It's false because we know.
We know. When did he do it? You're right.
I can't remember, but
He did it.
It's true because we know that he did, but we don't know when.
No, it's false. We don't know when. We don't know when. Take a quick look. Leif played tennis at the weekend with a really important client. Remember?
Okay.
Don't worry, I lost. Right? And he had to lose in order to impress the client. Okay, last one. Before the weekend, we don't know when Leif played tennis. Last time. We don't know the time before the weekend that he played. Is that true or false?
it's true.
I think so too.
True.
Do you remember the expression he uses? I haven't played for... Remember that expression he uses?
For years.
Almost, not years.
Ages?
For ages.
For ages.
Yeah, for ages. Okay. Okay. Now that we've clarified some of that from the listening, let's do one more thing before we go to our networking game. Let's just make sure we understand when the past simple is used and when the present perfect is used. Okay? So, and Anna Carolina, you can probably join in now because you've been able to hear the sentences that we used, so it might not be too difficult. You missed the audio in the beginning, but you can see that on slide 8 if you want. Okay, so let's clarify, let's match these up, and that will tell us when we use the tenses. Okay, Jose, read number 1 and tell me if you can match the sentence A through D to it.
Talking about a finished action that took place at a specific time.
Okay, so skim through the sentences A, B, C, and D and tell me which one you think is the best match. Finished action at a specified time. And you're just choosing between
You go
past...
to the museum on Saturday?
Yeah, answer.
I think it is a specific time, a specific place.
It's true. The only problem here is that that's a question.
Yes.
And here it says talking about, so they mean a statement. Is there a statement that's at a specific time and that is a finished action? Another question. Is there a statement too? Statement means a affirmative sentence.
No, but, see, Leif played tennis at the weekend. Played tennis at the weekend.
Exactly. That's right.
Yeah.
So a positive statement would be C. Leif played tennis at the weekend. Okay.
It is a positive statement.
All right. Asking number 2. Actually, Anna Carolina, want to read number 2 for us? Want to give that a try?
Yes, thank you, teacher. Asking about an action, event, the speaker... Okay. Asking about an action.
Here it's action or event.
Action or event.
That slash means or.
Okay. Did you go to the gallery on Saturday? And
okay, so which one the speaker doesn't say, or doesn't know, or doesn't ask when it took place? The time is not specified. In A through D, of course. A through D. So where's the time? Which one? Sorry?
Okay. Did you go to the gallery?
Just choose from the bottom of the page. A, I've organized a desk. B, did you go to the museum? C, Leif played tennis. D, have you met Miriam?
D.
So which one?
B.
Is the time specified or not specified?
The time
in B.
No, just a day.
Yeah, but that's time.
Okay.
Here we mean a time reference. It doesn't matter if it's an hour, or if it's a day, or if it's a month. As long as it's specified, then it won't fit in number 2, because number 2 is the speaker doesn't say when it took place. We need one where the speaker doesn't say.
Have you ever met Mirella?
Precisely. He doesn't say, have you... He doesn't say, did you meet Miriam yesterday? He says, have you ever met? That means at any time in the past. So what you're going to see here is when we use the present perfect and when we use the past simple. And this one is the present perfect. Have you met? Okay. And let's see. Well, Tanya, can you read number 3 for us?
Talk about a very recent action event.
Talking.
Talking. And let me see. I've just organized a desk for you to work from.
Exactly. And what's the key word that tells you that it's recent? What's the...
Just.
Just. Right. Acabei de organizar. I just organized. So you can make that connection. And I don't know in Spanish what the equivalent word is, but in Portuguese it's acabar de. And in Spanish you say the same thing?
Acabar.
Acabar. Okay, so it's the same. But just, the equivalent of just.
Acabo is in past. That means past for us, you know, when you
Not acabo, but the word just. Because in Portuguese, for Ana Carolina and Tanya, we would say acabei de organizar. Well, how would you say the same in Spanish for that?
Acabo de imagine. I just ate. Acabo de comer.
Acabo de comer. Excellent. Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just say a quick hello to Armando, who's joining us right now. Hello, Armando. How are you?
I'm fine.
Excellent. Very good.
How
Armando,
are you?
I'm very good. Armando, we are working on our socializing and networking skills in a business context, and we're going to play a game called Carter Conversations. In that game, we're going to use the present perfect and simple past, so we're reviewing it right now. And we're going to use key expressions talking about what you do outside of work, talking about your leisure time. Okay, so right now we're doing a little review, and then in about 2 minutes, we're going to play the game together. You're going to learn to network like a corporate executive. That's the plan. The last question, who hasn't read? Alexei, can you read the last one, number 4?
Asking about an action event, the speaker asks knows when the event took place.
Action or event, and the speaker asks or knows. The
knows.
slash can be read as an or.
Okay. Did you go to the museum on Saturday?
Did you go to the museum on Saturday is correct. We know when the event took place. So, what verb tense is that? Simple past? Present perfect?
Simple past.
Simple past. And now we have all the information we need to put that together. The simple past, the time is specified. The present perfect, it isn't. For example, number 1 on exercise 5, I haven't played tennis. We've got those little adverbs. What adverb do you think fits in that space? I haven't played tennis blank ages. We're talking about a period of time, the present perfect.
4 ages.
4 ages is correct. Okay, so 4 is a way to talk about a period of time. What about number 2? I haven't seen you blank January. Who wants it?
Since.
Since. That means that if you're talking about the past in a general way, you can specify the time with the present perfect, but only with since. In other words, you can talk about the beginning of a period of time. You're still talking about a period of time or multiple actions, but you can specify the very beginning with the word since. For the whole period since the beginning. So it's a little exception to the rule. Generally, the rule is if it's specific, it's simple past. Generally. Okay, let's make sure that you got this. I want you each to take a question. Okay? Jose,
Yes.
try number 1 for us. Booked or have booked? Number 1 in exercise
Yes.
6.
Yes.
And you don't have to think. Do you see a time reference? Yes or no?
Yes.
Therefore,
The
it must be
time
the
reference is yesterday.
Therefore, it must be the simple past. It has to be.
I booked the hotel yesterday.
Repeat after me. I booked.
I booked the hotel yesterday.
Exactly. Time reference, simple past. It's that simple.
Okay.
Let's see if Mr. Armando can give the next one a try. Mr. Armando, tell me which is the better choice in number 2. Have or did? What do you think? Read it for us.
Have you ever been to India?
Is correct. Very good. Because there is no time reference. Therefore, we use the present perfect. Have been. Very good. Anna Carolina, try number 3 for us.
Okay. I live in London now, but my gosh, this one is a bit more difficult than the other.
Not really, because...
Okay, I lived in Paris from 2000 to 2002.
That is correct. It's a time reference. And it's over. It's done. So it's got to be lived. Very good. That's it. Okay, and Rebecca, what about 4?
I haven't seen him recently.
I haven't seen him recently. Good. There's no specific time reference. Recently is not specific enough, so it's I haven't seen. Very good. Okay? And Alexei, what about 5?
Last year I changed jobs.
Perfect. Last year is a time reference. Tanya, 6.
Did you go to the meeting last week?
Perfect. Excellent. Mr. Jose, number 7.
Yes. He has worked here for 8 years.
Worked here for 8 years is correct. Mr. Armando, number 8, last one.
I can see.
You can't see the screen?
Yes, no, I cannot. Yes. No.
Okay.
No.
Listen,
I know.
Armando, no problem.
Okay.
We're at number 8 in exercise 6, last one. Number 8. Do you see it? And if you need to, you...
I cannot see. Has been,
listen, Armando.
Okay. She has been the CEO since 2005.
2005. Repeat. 2005.
2000. 2005.
Excellent. Armando, if you can't see the screen, you have to click on my icon at the bottom of the screen and it will fix in place. Whichever picture you click on, that's the one you're going to see at the bottom of the screen. Okay, so you see me speaking, you click on me, you'll see a white box around my image, and then the camera will not switch to other people when they speak. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, very good, very good. I think you all have to hang, or you've got the basic idea of present simple and simple past. Now, I was going to do a little interview for you to practice, but what I really want to do is get you to practice in a fun way. So let's move ahead to our game, Card or Conversations. Each player places a counter on the start button, or the start square. Now, this is not a board game. I can't actually put a real counter, but I can keep track of where you are. So we can just remember the number that you're on. You're going to see the board in just a second. It looks like this. Your goal is to go from start to finish. And wherever you are, you've got to remember your number, and I'll try to help you keep track. What you're going to do is network. You're going to socialize, talk about your leisure time activities with each other. And you've got to ask it using the right verb tense and the right key expression. So, here are the directions. Take turns to roll a die. By the way, that's a mistake. Roll a dice. It should say to roll a die. Oh, that's a mistake. 1 is die, 2 is dice. Take turns to roll a die and move to another square. If you're green, ask all the players a question. If you're blue, move to the nearest square and speak to that player. If you're pink, a player talks to I can't speak. A player talks to one other player, and if you're purple in that square, just follow the directions. The player who lands on "and" first is the winner. Now, it might be a little difficult. Let's try it together and see how it goes. Okay?
Okay.
So
Try together.
we'll try it together. And I'm also going to give you dice. So let's go to online dice so we can roll this together. This will take just a second. Online virtual dice. I think this is the one I used yesterday. Let's see. I hope so. It's going to take forever to load the page. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. This is not the one I used, but it's good enough. Yeah, it's okay. We'll use this for today. Okay, let's. So, we're competing against each other, I guess. We're all on the start together. Now, here's what I want you to do. I'm going to roll the dice. I'm going to roll these dice on, let's do let's do this. Everyone, to see who goes first, everyone think of a number from 1 to 6. You can't have the same number. Everyone think of a number from 1 to 6.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
I'm going to roll the dice. Whoever gets the number is going to go first. Anna Carolina, what's your number?
5.
5. Anna Carolina is 5. Okay? Jose, what's your number?
4.
4.
4.
Tanya, what's your number?
6.
6. So you got 5, 4, 6. Tanya was 6. Okay. Rebecca, what's your number?
1.
1. Armando, what number do you choose?
5.
5 is taken. Sorry.
7.
7 is higher than 6.
Wow.
It's got to be up to 6. You've got 2 and 3 are your only choices left, Armando.
3.
3. Okay.
3.
Okay, so the order was like this. Anna Carolina was 5, Jose was 4, Tanya was 6, Rebecca was 1, Armando was 3. Let's see. I'm going to roll the dice.
Roll the dice.
The answer is 1.
Rebecca.
Yes.
Rebecca.
So,
Rebecca. So what? You're on the start square. You're on the
Okay.
start square. Okay? We're going to roll the dice, and I haven't done this in a while, so I hope I remember how this is played. If I remember right, you're going to roll the dice, and that is going to give you a position, and then you're going to have to talk to someone from the other team. So
Okay.
let's roll the dice for you. And it looks like the answer is 1. You moved ahead 1 space.
one space in the direction I want.
No, you have to follow those arrows.
Ah, the arrows. Okay, there's arrows. Yes, you're right. So, it's number 2.
You're on number 2.
Who are you
And-
talking to?
No, hold on a second.
Okay.
So, you're in a green square. Ask all the players a question using the phrase. Okay? Now, in order to continue, in order to move forward, you're going to have to ask the question without making any mistakes. So that means the right verb tense and the right words. Okay? So, ask us a question. Remember, we're networking here. We're networking, we're talking about our leisure time, our experiences. Go for it. You're asking us, Rebecca.
Well, do you like coffee or tea?
Okay.
We are in a meeting now, you know, so.
No, we're not in a meeting. We're talking about social experiences. We're probably at a bar or at a restaurant or...
Yes, but it's a lunch business.
No, not... Well, yes, maybe. But look. Let's go back for a second.
Yeah.
Corridor conversations. So, look at that picture. Where are they?
They are in a kind of office? Yeah.
Yeah, they're in the corridor, the hallway.
In the corridor, okay. Okay, so I'm going to take a coffee. Do you like one coffee or tea?
Do you like one coffee or tea? And there is your question. Class, what do you think about that question?
This one. It's very bad, so.
Class, what do you think about that question? Does it need to change, or is it okay the way it is?
No, because it would be better to ask, would you
Would
like?
you like?
If I'm asking.
It could be better
You know?
if you ask, would you like? No?
No, it's good.
That's one.
You like.
That's one way to change it.
Would you like?
That's one way. What else is wrong with this question, class?
A cup of coffee or tea.
Exactly. It can't be one cup. It's got to be a cup, not one, but a cup.
A cup.
That's right. It's got to be a cup. All right. So the next. Why don't we go in order? Because we don't have a lot of time. Oh, we lost Armando. Okay, bye, Armando. It was fun having you. It was fun having you for that brief time. Why don't we take it? Let's go in the order of the numbers you chose, shall we? Because it's going to take a little time if we keep selecting numbers. So, 1. The next was number 3. That was Armando. So the next was number 4, and that was number 4 was who was number 4?
Me.
Ah, Jose. Jose.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm
Let's give it a try. Roll again. 2. Move ahead 2 spaces. No, move ahead to number. Move ahead to number 2. Oh, you know what, Rebecca? I cheated. You should have stayed on number 1. Move ahead to stay. I forgot we're rolling for numbers here, aren't we? Okay, let's do it like that. We'll move for spaces. So you move ahead 2. That means, Jose, that you're on the purple square, that kind of red purple square, and that color says you have to follow the instructions. Okay? So what do you have to do in square number 3? Move ahead 2 spaces. What do you have to do, Jose?
In the square number 4.
Number 3, you moved
Number
ahead 2
3.
spaces.
You make a useful contact. Have another go.
Have another go. That means roll again.
Okay.
6. Oh my God. Where are you now? 3 plus 6 is 9. Jose?
Yes, I'm here. Number 9. Move to another player's square. Say hello, and ask a question.
Uh-oh. So the only person we have is Rebecca.
Yes.
So that means you've got to move back to number 2 and say hello and
No,
ask a question.
teacher. From
I have
no.
to ask a question, no, John?
No, you ended up in the pink square. Ask another player what he or she thinks of football.
Pink square.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait, hold on a second. 1.
He was on the purple square.
He was
1,
on number
2,
3?
3, 4, 5, 6.
Which square are you saying he's on? Sorry?
The purple square
Yeah?
where it's written, ask another player what he or she thinks of football.
Oh, he's moving. But hang on a second. Wait, hold on a second. Because if he was on 3, right? And then we re-rolled the 6, right? Am I right? So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, sorry. Yes,
6.
you are right. I didn't see the arrow.
No, but I made a mistake, actually. I did make a mistake because I was adding 3 and 6. But actually, if we move forward, oh, it's actually a different square. Because 3 goes to 4 is 1, 5 is 2.
1, 2, 3,
Yeah, you know what? I think the rules are.
Move
it
to
was-
another player's square, say hello, and ask a question.
That's
Yeah,
it.
one,
He,
That's
two,
correct.
he ended up
three.
he ended up at square number 9. The blue
Yeah.
one.
No, he ended up at square number 7. I made a mistake. Because look, if he's at 3 and we add 6 spaces to that, right, it would be, because I made a mistake. I was looking at the numbers and I wasn't looking at the squares. So 1, check another player. 2, how do you find? 3 would be move to another square. 4, move to another square. 5, move to another square. 6, take a day off. Miss a go. Jose?
Yes.
I messed up. You were actually at square number 7. I think that's how. Oh, you know, this board is so confusing. Look what they did. They put the numbers at the bottom. Oh, no, I got it now. I haven't played this in like a year and I forgot. Look. It goes 5 to 6 at the bottom. Then it goes up. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, you were in the right place. Yeah. You were
Yeah, it's correct.
Okay. Now,
I told you.
what do we? Yeah.
You are confusing me.
I got confused, but I was right the first time.
I have, John, I have to ask a question, no?
You've got to move to another player's square and ask a question, but right now, the only other player is Rebecca, and
Yes.
she's at square number 2. That means you've
Okay.
got to move back to number 2 with Rebecca.
Yeah, okay.
So go ahead, say hello and ask a question using your best networking skills. Jose,
Yes.
say hello and ask a question using
Hello.
your best networking skills.
Hello, Rebecca. Do you like
Hi, Jose. How are you?
climbing mountains?
Well, are you asking me if one of my hobbies?
Yes.
He's not sure.
I I have to ask a question.
had to-
No, but you know, well, I used to do it years ago, but now I'm not very kind on that.
Not
Okay.
fairy?
She means keen. Keen on.
Yes,
Keen.
so-
Oh,
Keen.
got
yes. Okay, thank you.
it. Yes, very keen
Very
on
keen
that.
on
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Keen on that.
Very good. Okay, number 5 was... Who was number 5?
Me.
You? Okay. Let's roll again. Let's see if we get at least all of you on the board. Roll again, and 1. Why is it always going from 1 to 6? Oh my god. Anna Carolina, you're at square number 2.
Ah, teacher. You could. Okay.
It wasn't me, it was the dice.
Okay. So, Jose, do you like studying English?
What?
Repeat, Anna Carolina, one more time.
Do you like studying English?
Jose?
Who is she asking?
She's saying she's talking to Jose.
Jose?
Jose.
To answer the question, yes?
Yes.
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 We're networking.
No, teacher. Do
No,
you
you study
like
English.
studying?
Yes,
Do you like
I like
studying?
I just like studying English a lot, so much.
What's the problem, Anna Carolina?
The
You're
problem
right. Do
is
you
that
study
you-
English?
That's
that
what I
you
heard. That's what I heard.
Do you
I heard-
study English? But I asked, do you like studying English? Because it is written there. Do you like
Okay,
teacher?
is it correct
I
now,
like
Anna Carolina?
it.
Anna Carolina, is it correct now?
Do you like studying with ing or
Ah, but
Studying. Okay,
or
okay.
do you
I
like
did
to
but I did-
study?
exactly. I didn't hear studying. I heard, do you like study?
No, I said studying.
Studying. Okay. So I need to
Because
hear
I
the,
have to use the preposition or the ing, teacher.
you've got to use the ing form.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
You've got,
said.
so, but I want to hear 3 syllables. Studying. Do you like studying?
Okay. Sorry about my pronunciation.
No problem.
Do you like studying English?
Yes,
Perfect.
I like it
How much?
so much.
A lot.
A lot.
Well, I have a question about this question. Why
Yeah.
is an ending ing like? Do you like studying? Why?
You mean the pronunciation or you mean
No,
the
the
gerund form?
gerund. Why is gerund in this case? Do you like studying? Why?
Because you're
Yes.
doing it now. The reason is you're doing it now. And if you say, do you like to study, that probably means that you're not doing it now, but that you're going to do it in the future. So it's a very subtle difference, and many native speakers, in fact, make a mistake with this.
Yeah,
The
why?
basic idea is, if you're doing it now, after like, love, those kind of words, like, love, know, think, seem, appear, those non-action words, if you're doing the action now, we'll probably use the gerund, because the gerund names the action you're doing. If it's something in the future, then we'll probably use a to study. For example, when I go to Switzerland in the future, I like to ski, because I'm not doing it right now. But right now I am studying languages, so I like studying. Now, I can talk about the future too. I can say I like to study in general. That means in the future, when I study, when I have free time, I like to study.
Yes, it's like
So
I like playing tennis. Imagine I'm doing it every day.
Exactly. That means that you're doing it every day. You're doing it even now.
Okay, but for
Not when you're
questions,
speaking.
we have to use as well ing.
If you're doing it now.
Okay. Oh.
And if you're doing it in the future, it's usually to study. To play. I don't mean in the future like tomorrow. I mean in the future as in a time reference, like when I blah blah blah. When I go to Switzerland, I like to ski. It implies the future. It's not an actual future, but it suggests a future action. Okay?
Okay.
So we'll get more practice with this. Don't worry. Anna, that was a successful conversation, short conversation. I just want to see if I can get everyone on the board. I'm going to break the rules for a minute here. We're going to get Tanya on the board, and then if we have time, we'll get Mr. John with all the Obama pictures on the board. So Tanya, let's roll and see if we can get you on the board here. I hope we get another one, not a 1. Let's get a different one here. It's impossible.
Well, no.
How can that be a 1?
Yes, something's wrong.
Wait, let me try again. Hold on. It's impossible. No, that's impossible. It's impossible.
Teacher, it has to be number 1.
No, it can't be. It can't.
It
3.
has to be because I asked you to roll the dice again for me and you didn't.
I know, but I'm breaking the rules. Because we only have 2 minutes left. I'm breaking the rules this time. But don't worry, because our main goal here is socializing and networking. That's our main goal. So I want to hear you use the language. Tanya, if you move ahead 3, 1, 2, 3, that means you're on the 4th space. What does it say there?
Check another player's telephone number.
You're right. I cheated you, Anna Carolina. So why don't you answer this one? And Tanya, you be the asker, okay?
Okay. Hi, Anna Carolina. What's your telephone number?
Okay.
Not your real number. Not your real number.
Okay.
A fake number.
It is 9222 5464. Did you jot it down?
Sorry, say again, please.
Did you take it down?
Yes.
All right. So,
Teacher,
would you
So
like
say,
to
say it back.
repeat?
Yeah, say it back to us, Tanya.
say back the number.
Yeah.
Could
To
you,
double check?
okay. Could you repeat? I didn't know. Didn't take note.
Okay, take a quick note as she speaks, and
Okay.
remember the tactic. Say it in groups. Say the numbers in groups.
Okay.
9222 4562.
So 922 4562. Is
No.
correct?
You're
No,
missing
no,
one.
no, almost.
You're missing one digit. You're missing one digit.
Yes.
Which one?
Anna Carolina.
More. 9222 4562.
Okay. 9222 4562.
Like this.
Correct.
Excellent.
Yes.
It was a successful exchange. It was successful. All right, let's see if we can get Mr. John on the board before we run out of time here. Everyone's on the board except John. John, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, we're networking like top corporate executives in this game. I'm going to roll a dice, I'm going to roll a die, and we're going to see if we can get you on the board. It's probably going to come up 1. Let's see what happens. It always keeps coming up 1. Of course.
No.
It's
don't believe
impossible.
It's impossible.
I can't accept it. It's impossible. 6. That's Jose had 6. I want a different number. Come on, something else. Come on, 2. That's good. Okay, let's try 2.
Okay.
If you move forward 2 spaces, where are you? On this board, John. Where are you?
Well, I am here in my. You make a useful contacts have another go after move
That's
6.
right.
Yes.
So you make useful contacts. You get to go again. We got to roll again. Let's see what happens with you.
Number
Hold on.
1.
Number 3. Move ahead 3. So that's 1, 2, 3. You are on square number 6. You have to ask that kind of question. You have to ask that kind of question, John. Try it.
Yes. Okay.
Now remember, we're talking about leisure time. We're having a card or conversation. So it's got to be an appropriate question for small talk.
Okay. What sort of people you are?
What sort of? Say again?
People.
Okay. What sort of
People.
people
You are.
you are? Like this in the chat window, John? Look at the Verbling chat.
Okay. Wait. No, and in the chat I can't see nothing. In the chat is not. You have to write in the chat.
I did write in the chat. I'll write in the other chat. Here's the Verbling. Here's the inside chat. See it?
Oh, yes, I can.
Okay. Is that your question?
So, what sort of people you are? Yes.
Okay. Very good. Now, class, let's help him out with that question. Let's help him out. There's a little mistake. Let's fix his grammatical mistake.
Person?
No.
What's
Are you?
Are you?
are you? Exactly. Now, what sort of Jose? If it's singular, it'll be person.
Yes.
If it's singular, it'll be person. But it's okay. You can ask a plural question, but we've got to change it to are you, not you are.
You can ask a plural question, okay? No problem.
Okay. Now, John, I don't know if that's a good question for a card or a conversation.
Yeah. I agree.
But we can try. So, John, ask that question to someone in the group, and let's see how they answer.
What sort of food do you like?
What sort of food do you like? That's a better question. Rebecca, what sort of food do you like?
All kind of food, but I'm very keen on vegetables and fish. Could I say that?
I didn't hear the first word. American?
Vegetables?
Before vegetables, what was the word you said?
I'm very keen How could I say that?
I'm
Keen
very,
on.
very keen on. Got it. Yeah. Very keen on vegetables and fish. Excellent. That's it. Okay, very good. Okay. We're going to have to end our game in just a minute here. I think we're going to play this again. Now that we know the rules, it'll be easier the second time because it's been a while. I forgot how to play it. But you had a chance to get some idiomatic language, okay? And Rebecca, I think John is asking you out on a date. He wants to know what kind of food you like. So, who knows? Are you asking her out to a restaurant, John?
But where? I can't see that.
Because he said, what kind of food do you like? Maybe he's inviting you out.
Okay.
Yes. I am inviting here.
Okay.
You're gonna have to fly to London though, John, because she's not anywhere near you. But okay. It's a start. It's a start.
Yes.
I commend you on your bravery. Excellent.
Okay.
All right. I'll tell you what. Here's the plan. Now that we know the rules of the game, I think we're going to try this again. On Thursday, tomorrow, I've got a special reading task for you. I was going to do it today, but we had a reading class earlier, so I switched the days. So tomorrow, at this hour, you are going to vastly expand your vocabulary on the topic of socializing, networking, and talking about leisure time. I've got a great article for you to read and a good discussion to go along with it. Lots of good vocabulary. I'll be back tomorrow at 10 GMT for speaking skills, roads, streets, and driving. All the kinds of words and expressions you need to talk about driving in the city and in the country.
Okay.
And then this class is at 11 GMT for our reading class. And whenever we have time, we're going to come back to this game and play a few rounds and see if we can improve on what we did today, now that we know how to do it. Okay. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye. See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.